In this exam application tutorial, we're going to be looking at sampling techniques. The question is, for 6 marks, describe a method that could be used to estimate the number of daisies in a field. In other words, explain how to use a quadrat to estimate the number of daisies in a field. This is generally an easy question if you can get the order right. The first thing you do is use a measuring tape to create a grid on a field of a known area, so you know the area of the field. So you make a grid like so. Then you use a random number generator or pick numbers out of a hat randomly, but basically you randomly generate coordinates to avoid bias. It needs to be a fair system. You can't just use your eyes and go, oh look, there's some daisies here, I'll put my quadrat here, because that is bias. You're choosing these areas over these areas. It's not representative of the field. Then you place the lower left corner of a quadrat at the selected coordinate on the grid. So here's my quadrat, and let's say that's my coordinate there. So I would put it there. Let's say that's my coordinate, there's the lower left corner. By doing this every time, it ensures I have a standard system. I then quite simply count the number of daisies in that quadrat. So you can see I've got 1 there, and then I basically have to repeat this with many different coordinates. So I keep generating coordinates, moving my quadrat, and writing down how many daisies I find in each square. And I keep moving it, and I take a few samples. Let's say I take 10 samples. So now I've got 10 samples, and I've got different readings. So now you find the average number of daisies per quadrat. So you add all these up and divide by the number of quadrat samples taken. So now that I've got the average number of daisies in one quadrat, I just scale it up to the area of the field. That's why you have to know the area of the field.